Greeting, Podcastville. The Church of What's Happening Now is brought to you by On It. Listen to me. I live on this protein. The hemp force cocoa is tremendous. You understand me? Hemp protein, easy to digest, tremendous. Also, the acai vanilla. Don't make me tell you about the Shroom Tech Sport and the Shroom Tech Immune when I'm flying to take care of my fucking, you know what I'm saying? In case you bump into a Japanese dude with a mask on and shit like that. Beside all that, they got the weights, they got the kettlebells. Go to onit.com right now and press in.
Church.
And on the supplements only side, I'll get you 10% off delivered to your house. Number 2, you want to take care of yourself. One of the good parts of taking care of yourself is washing your asshole. People don't know how important it is to fucking wash that muffler correctly. How many of you right now is just sitting at your desk? Stick your finger up your ass right now. Make sure nobody's watching. Sniff your fingers. What does it smell like? It ain't no fucking flapjack convention. You understand me? That's why there's a new product. A bidet is making a comeback. It's not a new product because I had been growing up a bidet and my ass was beautiful. It's a bidet. They're making a comeback and they're portable. Because of who? Hello Tushy. When you're writing your Christmas list to Santa this year, make sure you tell them to bring you a portable bidet from Hello Tushy. Comes with a 60-day guarantee, which, listen, me and Lee, we tip the scales, and mine has been there for 2 years, no problem. So if it can withstand the stink and the weight of my ass, Hello Tushy bidet could withstand anything. Right now, for the holidays, HelloTushy.com, and use the code word CHURCH. Church, and I'm going to give you 10% off your order, all right? That's how easy it's going to be. Let's start right there. And number 3, your New Year's resolutions are coming. You're a fat fuck. You need a ghee. I'm a fat fuck. The ghee that worked for me was Fuji. Whether it's the Seiko, Sakao, whether it's the Superito, whether it's the plain white one or the blue one or the navy blue one, these ghees are lightweight and tougher than death. Go to Fujisports.com right now and press in. Church. Bam! And I'm going to give you I'm going to give you 15% off your order right now. Right now, today, cocksucker. Kick that fucking mule, Lee. What's happening, you bad motherfuckers? Uncle Joey here with his favorite Christ killer, Lee Syatt. We're going old school today. It's the second podcast of the month. First off, I know you're concerned. The fires are close by, bro. This shit started Tuesday night when I was driving back from San Diego, I think. Whatever night I was driving back from San Diego, Monday.
Yeah.
My Subaru's a tough fucking car, and when I got the Irvine on the 5, which you guys, I'm talking to you, saying like Joey, like, yeah, I know what the fuck Irvine and the 5 is. My point is the wind was fucking so strong that night. It was so fucking strong, so when I was coming home that night, about 11:30, maybe 11, I called Lee. I saw a fire trucks already. So when I woke up the next morning, my wife, you know, and you could smell it outside because they were in Sunland and Sun Valley, which is real close to North Hollywood where we are now. So, you know, my heart goes out. I mean, they had to close the fucking 405 this morning. I mean, it's a mess here, guys. Thank God I didn't have to travel over the hill or anything. I mean, everybody who's got meetings today, I know for a fact they're fucking canceling shit because it was even hard getting here today.
Oh, have you ever driven on the freeway when there's been fires? I've done it. I've had it happen twice since I've lived here. A few years ago, it was just, it makes this look like it made mine look like a match or something, like a little brush fire. But like the side of the 405, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, caught on fire. And there was heat. Like I was driving south, so it was on the opposite side of the freeway, and I could feel the heat through my window. And that was and then seeing the videos this morning of the 405 just completely on fire. I can't imagine. And then a few months ago in Burbank off the 210, which was closed yesterday, the 210 had it too. Like just little, it was towards the end of it, but it was still like little spots of fire. You don't realize how scary it is until you see it.
You could smell it. A lot of schools were closed today. You know, I mean, some of the schools didn't need to fucking close, but the problem is the air. You could feel it. Some people really react. I feel it a little bit. My wife, I could taste it. Okay, whatever. I don't feel it that much. I didn't find ashes on the fucking car this morning.
Really?
Or anything. Yeah, I didn't.
Mine was covered yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, but not this morning.
Okay.
So I think whatever was close to us, except the Ventura, but still, my heart goes out to all you people and what you're living through. It's a fucking nightmare. I also want to thank the people who came out to the Wheeler Walker show. It was a fucking adventure, you know. And as a stand-up comic, guys, to do a rock venue, it's very hard because the comedians are standing up, the audience is standing up. And when you stand, your attention level, something happens, people go crazy. Ari likes to do those rooms. I enjoy them from time to time to toughen my skin. I just run through. You have to, every 3 minutes, where's Lee? Where's Lee? Well, obviously he's in my asshole. Like I brought him in the fucking backpack, and they, it's like they don't stop. Like, where's Lee? Where's Lee? Like, I don't know. He's playing the fucking bongo somewhere. Do you see him anywhere around here? No. So don't worry about it and let it go. So, but no, you have to fucking fight your way through that. It's not like being at a comedy club where security comes over and says the next word you say, you get thrown out.
So you wouldn't even...
No, it's hand-to-hand combat comedy. That's called hand-to-hand combat comedy. That's where you go when you want to get really good. You do 20 of those deals as an opening act for a band. And that's how you just learn to fucking get the toughest skin in the world. Although, when a lot of comedians have come on the show, we discuss triple runs. The reason why what makes the triple run so hard are they're not standard comedy rooms. Yes, some of them have a monthly comedy show, so you train people from small towns to come there. But some of them are like in sports bars, okay? So you go to like Marty's 8-Ball Sports Bar in Montana. They're there to watch fucking sports. So all of a sudden, the comedian goes on stage. That's called hand-to-hand combat comedy. They got their back to you. They're watching Oklahoma against
They have their back to you?
Yeah, like they don't. So that is one of the early stages of comedy. That's what toughens you up. When you go home after a night of doing comedy in a situation like that, you don't think about the laughs you got. You think about the people who had their backs turned to you. And then you say to yourself, you're not going to go back there. But this is what builds your mind as a comic. You start going back there to get little goals. Like when I started at a place called The Broker. I started at the Comedy Works in Denver. But where I really developed my comedy mind, I got to hand it to them, was at The Broker. Because there wasn't no going to the stage, Joey Diaz. There was none of that shit. Like I just walked up there cold and it was steak night. So it was $15.95 or $14.95 for a baked potato, a steak, a salad, and an iced tea or something like that, and a dessert, and then you got a free comedy ticket. So these are people that just went to get a steak from The Broker. The Broker was known for good steaks. Tuesday night was slow,
and they just handed them a comedy ticket with their dinner.
Yeah, they just handed you. The comedy show was in the steak room. So if you wanted to eat the steak, you had to listen to the bullshit of the comedians.
Was the owner like a big comedy fan or something?
No, the owner was a guy with a wig at the time. That was a sweetheart of a guy. He owned 4 of them. And they were all very unique restaurants because the first thing they did was bring you a shrimp bowl. I told you about this place already. And they had the Woman's Bank where you had dinner basically in little rooms where you took your money, where you took your safety deposit boxes to look at what was in the box. That they turned them into little kitchens, into little tables. So they had a curtain, ladies and gentlemen, so you could actually go in those places and have sex while you were eating. They would bring you shrimp, and you could go down on your wife. It was crazy.
Was that allowed, or did that just kind of happen?
Listen, you give the waiter a 20, tell them that don't come back for 20 minutes.
Oh my God!
And tell them not to let the little Mexican kid come back there either. You're gonna be under the table eating your wife. I don't fucking know, Lee, but anything is possible. But my point was that they just did it. Tribble approached them, and they said, "Yeah, let's do comedy." And I was very lucky. They don't do comedy no more, and they don't even consider it. Somebody who worked there reached out to me recently and said, "Listen, bro, we listened to the podcast, and I just want to let you know that you're not even allowed on the premises."
Oh, what did you do there?
It ended good, but not like.
It doesn't sound like it.
It was just, Doug. It was my teeth cutting. It was a job I had from December of '91. 6 months into comedy, I got this job. And it lasted me till January of '93 until I got fired.
Wow, that's 2 years. That's crazy.
So it was basically, it's like a year and a month or something like that. Because it was '91. I had just gotten separate. Yeah, '91 was when I started. So it was December of 91. December of 92 is a year. And I think
January of 93, got it.
I got fired before the week of the Super Bowl because I pushed the manager into the bookshelves. As you walk in there, there's all the library books.
What?
That's funny because I was thinking about, you ever hear that song, No, You're Never Gonna Get It? No, You're Never Gonna Get It? Not this, it's by a duet, a quartet from the fucking 90s. When I started there at this place, they were having... You look at your life and you think of the opportunities and how they pop up. I get out of prison. I get a job. I become a good roofer. I become an estimator. The whole time wanting to do comedy. But not having the balls to even consider it. Like wanting in the worst way possible. Like just wanting it so badly, Lee, that I was walking around and now thinking back, that was what my problem was.
That you were so overeager?
I wanted to do comedy so bad, but I was so fucking scared. Like just telling you this right now, people, I have tears in my eyes and I'm holding my thing like I'm going to fight. I can't explain to you how hard it is to live your life and want to do something, but you're so fucking scared. Like I was in prison. I had my mother. I had nothing going on. I was a thief and I had nothing going on. I'm finally married and I got a little baby and I fucking got everything going, but I fucking wanted to do comedy in the worst fucking way. And I didn't know how. But let's cut this shit. I was just such a fucking pussy. I was such a fucking pussy, Lee.
And this desire came just from the Dice tapes and like the people in the time in jail?
I got out of the halfway house in 89, and this desire started January of 1990. This desire, close to it. Let's just assume, because I remember in 89, I was in a halfway house, and I rented the downstairs and brought the Andrew Dice Clay in tape.
Right.
And at that time, I thought it was very funny, and I was angry because I thought that these are the thoughts I had in my head for years, what he was saying.
So you were mad at him that he said it?
Yes, I was mad at him that he said it before I had the balls to say it.
And it's just so weird to me to think about you having fear about that.
Oh, my God. Fear, like wanting to do it. And it was a closet thing. I didn't tell anybody.
Okay, so like...
There's no way I would say it because if I told somebody, then they would pressure me.
So like let's go back to 1990, though.
Okay.
You're thinking you're like, okay...
I'm roofing.
Open mic tonight.
I'm making... No. I'm making $700 a week flat. As a fucking estimator.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm making maybe $2,000 a weekend working houses, like re-roofing houses after hailstorms.
Wow, okay.
I'm putting half of that up my nose, I'm putting the other half in the bank, and I'm giving the rest to my wife, the whole thing. I'm living my fucking life. I wasn't doing badly. I wasn't doing bad financially. I had a condo, I had a fucking car. I had I had like this life that I had always yearned for. This was it. This is it, guys, right or wrong. You just came out of prison. You've been a loser all your fucking life. I mean, you had it down till you were fucking 17, and then the coke and the bullshit and all the shit in my head took me into a level was just disgusting, and I ended up in jail for it, okay? So let's just talk about that. I come out, it's 90. I got this. This just pops up in fucking 6 or 7 months. It took me about a year of roofing, like 9 months of roofing, to realize that the company needed an estimator. The company I was working for was my brother-in-law's company, but they again were too scared to fucking go out and get work. So guys, let me tell you what was going right now. So they're subcontracting work, which means somebody else was getting the work and keeping half the profits. But I was still making money, so I didn't give a fuck. Until one day I was at a family thing, and they're all talking about how all these jobs are subcontracted by this big roofing company. And they're really getting killed. And I go, then why are you doing them? Why don't we go out and bid with them? And then I'm like, that'll take us too much away from my job. The problem was they were two great roofers, but they weren't there were three great roofers. The brother-in-law and the two brothers were tremendous. The guys, tremendous. I mean, when you talk about roofers, like I say, certain people are born for certain things. I learned something every day from my brother-in-laws. They were the two Polacks, the Kings. They were brilliant fucking young guys, man, when it came to figuring out shit. They lived for that shit. Like, they went to work. You know, when you lay roof, it's not just going up there. You're going to bump into different situations every day. They had done it so long, and they were in their... If I was in my 30s, they were probably 35, 36. They were doing it since they were in high school. They knew these jobs backwards and frontwards. They could do this shit in their sleep.
Right. If they haven't seen it, they could know how to fix it.
Oh, my God. They were brilliant. And all we did was take off old roofs and then put on new roofs. We never fucking re-roofed. Everything was so we would have to cut the old roof, take it off, put the insulation down, put the wood down wherever it was needed, and then lay the rubber. And then we used to do ballasted roofs, which means they're roofs that you put rocks on. You ever go to a roof and they have rocks on the roof? That means that it's a ballasted roof, that it's rubber, but it's held down by these rocks. So the rubber can't, and then you seal the sides with glue, and you put a kind of like a metal molding. I forget what it's called now. It's been 20 years, I'm sorry. And that's what that's called. We specialized in rubber re-roofs. We did hot roofs once in a while, but my brother-in-law thought it was very dangerous. You ever go into a place and you see two fucking people downstairs with masks on and they're pumping hot tar to a roof?
Oh, yeah.
Those things tend to blow up.
Jesus.
So my brother-in-laws were involved with a couple of them blowing up. So now that they were roofers, they just committed to those type of roofs. So one day I took it upon myself to contact, like we did work with Firestone. We did work with a couple different rubber companies. Carlisle was our number one rubber at that time. And I myself, ladies and gentlemen, so you know, thought that how nice would it be if I could create my own position in this company? So what I did was I contacted all the rubber companies. I told them what I did, how I did it, how I knew about their product, and how I wanted to be representatives for their products. And they sent me to estimating school. So I think it was either Carlisle or Goodyear or Firestone. One of those, I think it was Carlisle at that time, who sent me to a seminar for like 8 weeks. I did this, guys. Even though I was doing drugs and selling coke, I stuck to this fucking little seminar shit.
And did they expect you to only sell Carlisle? And you were going to do that anyway?
I was going to sell everything. I didn't give a fuck. I was going to push Carlisle, but if they were set on, if it meant the job, I would get certified in all of them. So that's what I did. I got certified in all of them. You know, I hustled away to get certified in all of them. So I started bidding. Well, guess what, guys? I started getting jobs. It took about 90 days, but I learned how to get blueprints. I learned how to read the blueprints.
So wait, how do you even bid? How do you even know people just like you go around asking?
Again, like everybody knows, I'm a fucking stiff, but I'm a salesman and I know how to fucking create a position. There's nothing more than learning how to, what do I tell people? When you call me, what do I tell you every time? What are you doing? I'm putting the pieces together. That's a true statement. True and true. Right now, Lee, you have a position. You have a position to come in here, do 2 podcasts with me, and go home. One day, you're going to be at home alone, and you're going to go, whoa, there's a complete different position there, and I'm going to create it, and I'm going to double my fucking salary. That's how people do it, ladies and gentlemen. And you don't do it by selling it. You do it by doing it and showing it to that employer. And then once you've made him money, or once you show them there's a potential for money, they'll let you create the fucking position. People don't do this anymore. My brother-in-laws had no idea that I was even doing this. Until one day they were like, where were you this afternoon? And I said, I went down to put a bid in on a fucking building downtown. And they're like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, yeah, I got that bid in. I got another bid here. I got another bid there. I was bidding fucking everywhere. And then bam, I got like this job. I don't know the numbers and the parameters, people. It was fucking 20 years ago and like Chinese to me. They closed the deal.
So you were doing it for your brother-in-law's company?
Yeah, so I would go to now I created my own position. I would go to work with them at 7:30, help stock the roof, get on that fucking roof, work as hard as everybody else. And at 1 o'clock, once the roof was torn up, the hard, heavy work, I would eat lunch with them, change my shirt, wash my face, and I leave. And I go on construction sites and start bidding.
Oh, construction sites.
They gave me a truck, they gave me a cell phone, and I started bidding, dog. And in that process, now I became a bidder. Now I was not only now I had my own job.
It's like the opposite of selling.
So now I became a stocker also. So now I was stocking supplies for the job. So I would call Rocky Mountain Roofing Supplies at the time. I opened up an account with them. I had my own account with them, and I would call them up and say, deliver 3 rolls of this to this place. Deliver these tools, this amount of stone. I would call the stone company and set the drop for 3:30 every afternoon. By 3:30, we had to be done with the roof, so the stones would come, because you have to lay the stones out that day. So not only do you cut the roof, throw it off, lay it all down, put the insulation down, and then put the rubber down on top, and then put all the caulking and all that shit around, and do the ceiling around the pipes and the air conditioners and all that. That all has to be done by 3:30, because at 3:30, a truck comes and he don't want to hear no stories. And there you are with these things up on the 4th floor with a thing connected to you, a tube, and rocks shoot out of there. And it's you and me, brother, and you got to go and spread the rock. So take it and then spread it. You push it to the farthest end, and then you open up the valve, and the rock falls. Then you run back, and you load the rock. That's what I used to do every day. That's what I used to do every day, man.
Wow.
And then I created my own position. Everything was going great. Okay. I got a great job, guys. But in Colorado, when you're a roofer, it snows. So yeah, in those days, you might go fix leaks. People have leaks, shit like that. You do little repairs. You're always going to have a leak there. There's always something. It snowed fucking 82 inches. And all of a sudden, the next day is 90 degrees. What do you think's going to happen? And one of those days, I was at home. It was January. It was freezing out. And I was at home. My wife was working. The baby was with my in-laws. And I went to the video store. It was the first time I had been alone in months. And for some reason, I rented something, but I rented Punchline. It was a movie about stand-up comedy with Tom Hanks and Sally Struthers. And I brought it home, and the kid from Angel Salazar that was on the podcast was in there. Bunch of comedians, the Wayans, and it was a story about a comedy club and a big-time comic, and he becomes Roseanne's husband's in it.
Oh, okay.
You never saw it, Lee?
No, I don't think so.
It's a great movie. It's a great. See if they have a clip of anything from Punchline, Tom Hanks, and I'll see if there's like a scene that really got me started. When I saw that movie that day, I probably watched it 3 fucking times.
Oh, I remember doing that with the VHS from the video store, but 3 times.
Like I watched it 3 times in a row, because at that moment it let me know that that's right there. Like I was miserable in my marriage at that time. It seemed like we didn't love each other, which we didn't really at this point anymore. I'm not going to tell you that. At this point, I was just a guy working. I was just fucking working. And I had a little office in the back. And I would sneak my little cocaine from time to time. But, beside that, scroll down. Let's see what... Because there's a couple things that he says in there that were that got me. But anyway, it don't fucking matter. So I watched that movie, and right away I wanted to fucking...
It just clicked with you?
Right away I wanted to do stand-up. And something happened that they got a job in New Jersey.
Your company?
My company. So at that time, the company was based out of New Jersey, but we were living in Boulder. They were doing a job in Denver, and that's how I got on. It was an 18-month job. But the 18 months was now over. I got them a few jobs, but now that was over.
Okay.
So they came to me one day and they go, listen, if you want to, you could come to the East Coast with us and roof. We got a couple jobs back there. It might be 3-4 days a week because we have to keep our guys employed. Or you could stay here and keep bidding jobs, and we'll come back. You schedule them and we bid them. By this time, I already had my little roofing company going where I just did residential homes.
And you were good enough just to do it with you and a friend?
Me and a friend, to do residential homes on the weekends.
Got it.
So I had burned down a little bit. We were doing them every weekend. We did about 20 weekends in a row.
Wow.
And then we took like 3 weeks off and we did another 10. And then, because he roofed all week.
Right. So
he roofed on a big scale also all week. So the crazy thing was that, sorry about that, people. I had a little fucking allergy to the smoke is killing people. So here I am. So I go, you know what? My buddy calls me one day in the middle of all this. Now it's like February of
90?
Of 91. Okay? And one day, before they leave to Jersey, they go, we got one day on this place. Can you do it with us? And I go, yeah, come on. I don't give a fuck. Absolutely. And they go, get the supplies for us, and we'll meet you there tomorrow morning at 6. Well, guess what happens? The next morning I wake up, and there's 22 inches of fucking snow. But I shovel my way out, and I head out there because the supplies are still going to drop. And I will never, ever, ever forget that day as long as I live, because the snow was coming down so hard, people, that I couldn't see 4 feet ahead of me. But I didn't have a jacket on.
Why?
Like I had a hooded sweatshirt and
Oh my God.
gloves on because it wasn't cold. It was like this really weird blizzard. So by the time I got I think we were doing the job in Arvada. And by the time I got to Arvada, they had shoveled the streets. The ladder was up. My brother-in-law had shoveled the section of the roof. And we were just waiting on supplies. So we're up there, and it's not cold, but you can't see. You can't fucking see, guys, you know? For me, it wasn't cold at that time. For my one brother-in-law, he had a jacket on and whatnot. Now, there's another 2 or 3 guys standing around. And I walk up, and I go, the supplies here. And all of a sudden, boom, as soon as I said that, the truck comes down the block. And, like with a high-low, they pick the stuff up, and then you have to get it on the roof and take the chain off it, and then you disperse it to wherever we need to do the job. This whole time I'm on the roof shoveling, I'm working with them, blah, 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 blah. But now it's 10 o'clock, the stuff comes, and we, now everybody starts to work. But everybody was starving. And they go, Joey, what do you want to do? Do you want to order food? And I go, no, because they had green chili.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So I would go over there, right, order the breakfast. And while they were fucking preparing the breakfast, I'd have a bowl of green chili. And I'd read the paper. So this is my last day of roofing with them for about 3 months. It's February. They're going to go home.
And you were going to be out of a job.
So I'm out of a job. Okay, so I'm going to go home. They're going to go home. If they need me, they'll call me. But I wasn't really out of a job. I just was going to have a few weeks off to sell. And if they picked up in Jersey, I was going to go back.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so but we had to do this with the roof we had done for 18 months. There was a leak. When we knew there was going to be a leak there, we knew there was going to be a problem. It was a certain section that was fucked up. So I'm at the restaurant, ladies and gentlemen. It's my last day at work with my brother-in-law until I sell another job or whatever. I was not worried. I had my little side gig. I had a little money put away. And as I'm eating the bowl of chili, there's a Rocky Mountain post right next to me. Okay? Just laying there. You ever sit at a table, ladies and gentlemen, there's a fucking newspaper there. And I don't know what. I didn't get, if you know the Rocky Mountain News, it's not like a traditional paper that you open. It's like the New York Post. You open it from
like a book.
Like a book. Okay, but for some reason, when I opened it, I went to open it to the sports page. Like, you know, when you just take like 16 pages or whatever the fuck it is, like you take a guess. And when I opened it, it landed on a page, and it was a picture of a stand-up comedian with his hand up in the air and a microphone, and it said, stand-up comedy in Denver, the new explosion. Lee, my fucking heart stopped.
And how long ago had you watched the movie?
A month. But up to this month, I'm all fucked up in the head. I watched this movie. Now I'm more fucked up. And I'm not going to lie to anybody. I did 911 comedy clubs, 411 comedy clubs, and I did call the Comedy Works after I watched Punchline. And they said it's Tuesday nights, you have to call a week in advance. And guys, do you think I called? Fuck no.
So, like, that's what I wanted to ask you. So, like, you're like, okay, call a week in advance. When it's Tuesday morning, and you're like, it's the day to call. Why don't you call?
Petrified.
Of what?
I had the American dream, and now I wanted to live my life like a nomad, how I had been living it all my life. Was I fucking stupid? I got a wife, I got a little kid. I'm becoming an estimator on my own.
Oh, so you saw it as a career change.
I almost had a college degree, but the school wouldn't let me go back on campus because of my felony. I just had all these disasters. And what do you want me to do? I'm going to quit everything to become a stand-up comedian? That's a fucking pipe dream. But I open up this newspaper, and it says stand-up comedy, blah, 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 blah. It's huge. It's the explosion of Roseanne. Now, this is February of 91. Roseanne was fucking huge, Lee. Like, the
TV show.
It's like King of Thrones. It had just dethroned Cosby's. Cosby's had been number one on whatever night on fucking for 8 years in a row. Nobody beat him. Jesus could come on playing the drums for the Beatles, and they still couldn't beat out the fucking Cosby Show. And Roseanne beat him. So Roseanne was the shit now. So all the article was about Roseanne and how she became a comic in Denver and all what's going on in Denver now, the explosion of comedians in Denver, the open mic scene. And then they have a thing that says how to become a comedian. And they had all these things that you could do, but they had one right there in Boulder. And it was starting in about a week and a half. And again, I pussied out for the first 3 or 4 days. And then it was $35. And I buy cocaine 5 days a week for $50, $100. I can't go spend $35. And I went and I spent the $35 fucking dollars.
And so, like, you were already thinking, I want to be a stand-up comedian full-time?
Not at all, Lee. Not at all, Lee. Please don't embarrass me, make me cry. Not at all. I thought I was a fucking loser on a lucky streak. That's it. Who the fuck was I to be a stand-up comedian? I just wanted to do it. It was eating me alive how bad I wanted to do it, but who the fuck am I, Lee? What the fuck have I done? What are my chances? I'm lucky I'm walking around. I got people looking for me because I own $1,300 in Jersey still, and I'm going to be a stand-up comedian. Who the fuck am I kidding? I went to prison.
So what was so exciting about it? Like the crowd cheering, like, or laughing? Like what drew you to it in the movie?
When I watched the movie or when I read the article?
Like, what about the movie or like seeing that made you want to do it?
The movie seemed like the book I read in prison about Lenny Bruce. It seemed like these guys that drop out of society in a way. They all had day jobs, but at night they hung around this comedy club. And I know what this feeling is like, and it's like, if you know what comedy clubs are like, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are the off nights. And then Fridays and Saturdays, the guys with Chris D'Elia, Joe Rogan, myself, we come in on Fridays and Saturdays. So Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays belongs to the local comedians. And that's a bond. You know, when Josh Wolf comes on the podcast and you guys hear us going back, that's a bond of 22 years of him knowing my inner demons and me knowing his inner demons. We were there. We were there in that same dingy fucking basement 3 nights a week, week in and week out for 2 years. You know who has money. You know who's eating your french fries. You know who's doing drugs. You know who's stealing jokes. And you need that. That's where the character comes from. But at this point, I didn't know these things. I just knew I wanted to be a part of something. Like, I thought I wanted to be a criminal. That I didn't want to be living out of. Jail is not the place to be. If anybody's been in jail, please explain to Lee. It's.
Oh, I don't need to.
I don't need for you to think it's not cool. It's nothing. Don't listen to that shit. Your freedom, somebody telling you what to do and what time to do it, nothing's worth your freedom. So I knew the criminality, if I would do something criminal, it would be something that would send me to jail, that I always had a chance of getting out of. But never again was there going to be a machine gun involved. Never again was there going to be a 2-ounce drug buy. Nothing. I was going to live under the radar. You want to buy an 8-ball? I got to know you a long time. You want to buy a quarter-ounce? Something like that shit for me to make money. I had to really,
see, that
really
still seems dangerous to me, but...
And I know when you're making a buy for a cop. I already, you know what I'm saying? Like, I already know these things. So, I didn't tell anybody, guys. I lied to everybody, including my wife. And I would tell them that I was doing something on Sunday. I forgot what I told them. Because at that time, I was still involved with the Boulder County, like the county system. Like, I still had to go to meetings once a month as a felon, and fucking they talked to me about job opportunities and career shit or whatever. And I didn't say nothing to nobody. The class was at 1 o'clock on Sundays for 3 weeks in a row. I didn't tell a fucking soul, people. Not my dearest friends in Jersey. I told nobody. And I went every Sunday, and I went to the back of the class, and there was probably 13 people. And I kept my mouth fucking shut. I didn't say 2 words. And I think like the second week, we started talking about ideas, and he asked me, and I told him what I thought, because he gave his homework. And then the third week, the homework assignment was actually to go on stage. That was it. There was no fucking around.
Would you perform in class?
Out here in L.A., they milk you to death, ladies and gentlemen. They put you through the 12-week course, and then you perform at the Improv for $400 in front of Hollywood agents. Listen, there's nobody in the audience, okay? And the percentage rate of those people that stick with that class are like 3%. So my class was basically a couple of like chefs, real estate people who worked in offices, and it's crazy. I'm telling you the story. You know, it's just, I walked in there, and none of the people in there appeared like they were stand-up comics. Like, none of them made the cut from my visual eye, what it took. I thought everybody had to be like Richard Pryor, and these people were just all too fucking plain. But that...
Did you think you looked like a stand-up comic?
Not at all.
No?
I thought, guys, by week two, I thought that maybe this was a great experience. Like, next week I'm going to get to go up, and that's going to be great, and I'll never do it again.
So you thought you were going to scratch that itch and get it over with? Okay.
That was good enough for me, guys. At that point, I was so insecure about my opportunities and possibilities that was it. That was it. I'm about, this is like going to a psychiatrist, because this is terrible. I thought that this is it. I will go to one more class. 3 minutes he wanted. No, a minute. He wanted us to do a minute.
Like Kill Tony time, yeah.
Like
just
Kill
1
Tony
minute.
time, 1 minute. And man, guys, that week was a fucking horror show. I'm taking myself there back right now. Like, it was just a horror show. Because I couldn't tell anybody. Nobody.
You think they'd laugh at you, or what did you think?
I didn't think anything. It's like, it's like one of your friends coming up to you and telling you they have HIV. Like, that's what it felt like to me. Like, Joey, what? You did what? Are you fucking stupid? You're not a stand-up comic. But, so I did the third fucking thing.
The third class?
The third class. I did my minute, and then he consults with you after class. And I made myself like number 8. And what you did was you stood outside the classroom, and you went in.
Like they announced you coming to the stage?
No.
Okay.
Oh, no. You sat there in front of the class, and you drew from a hat the first time. And I can't tell you what number I was. I don't know. I know that when I went to get my review, so after the class, he closed up. It was a 3-hour class. And we all stood in the hallway while he went back in, and then you went in, and he'd tell you your review. What you should do, what he thought you should do. And when I went in there, he was a white dude from Long Island. He was cool, you know. He seemed pretty fucking cool, but I didn't think he liked my comedy. And when I walked in, he goes, who are your influences? I said, I really like Richard Pryor, I like Hicks, I like Andrew. And he goes, you should consider this. He goes, you should consider this, and here's my number if you need help. I go, what do I do from here? He goes, there's open mics everywhere. Just start going to open mics. When I walked out of there, are you fucking kidding me? I'm not listening to this fucking clown. You're crazy.
So you weren't excited? You were like almost...
I was excited. Come on. Fuck yeah. Those are the words exactly that I wanted to fucking hear.
Right.
Those are the exact words I wanted to fucking hear.
But then you immediately went to...
I went home. I went home and I looked in the mirror and I'm like, who the fuck am I kidding? So I had no fucking gig. So I open up a fucking paper one day and I see new comedy club opening in Westminster, Colorado, looking for doormen, security, bartenders, blah, 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 all this shit. So I fucking got in the car. I didn't say nothing to nobody, and I ran up there. And I applied, and I put Jeff Harms' name, the teacher's name, as a reference. And the guy called me that night. His name was Clooney. And he goes, can you work Thursday, Friday, Saturday this week in the door? And I go, yeah. And I went, and I worked the door, and they liked me, and I talked, and I did that. And I didn't say nothing to nobody, but I got a day job selling Toyotas. My buddy talked me back into selling fucking Toyotas. And I went back to selling Toyotas, and what I thought what this place was completely different than what I had ever any other car place I had ever been at.
Better or worse?
It checked you. When you sell cars, there's a lot of dealerships that don't check you. This place checks you. You're like saying, Joy, what's a check? Well, there's some places you come in at 8 o'clock, you get a cup of coffee, you bullshit with Lee for a little while, you tell them how bad the day is, and then you go outside and wait for fucking customers all day, and you do whatever the fuck you can. This place, you had to go in there, and right away you had to get a notepad and write 3 of your goals down. Remember, we had Jim Handy call up here.
Absolutely.
And you have to write your goals down for the day, for the week, and for the month, and then write how you're going to attain those goals. So before you could even touch a fucking phone or talk to a customer, they would buy the book. That's why everybody went in there at 8:15, because you had to write your goals. You didn't want to miss a sales call at 8:30.
Oh, okay. So it forced them to...
It forced you. And if you didn't like it, you got fired. It was that fucking simple. Now, again, I had told Jim when I got the job that I had to do something awkward. Like, I didn't tell him that I was bartending, that I was a doorman at a comedy club.
That was even too weird. You wanted to say something.
I didn't want to say nobody. The only person that knew at that time was my wife. And she was like, you doing what? And I'm like, I've always liked comedy, and this is what I don't know, maybe I want to do this. And she fucking looked at me like, what? I got an 18-month-old kid, a 16-month-old kid, and you want to try comedy? Like, she didn't even have to say it, Lee. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't have to say it. But it didn't matter because I was making money. It's not like I was blowing money. I don't know. I was going to make $100 a weekend more.
And be gone for
2 nights.
Right.
Then they offered me 5 nights a week. They said, can you work the door Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday? And I said, sure. Then they came back to me a week later and they go, the DJ quit. Can we train you in the DJ booth and give you like a $2 raise? So I had myself this fucking, you know,
we're running the club,
25-hour a week job at night and selling cars in the daytime, writing goals. And one day I finally told Jim, I go, Jim, I'm fucking, you know, at a bartending. I'm a DJ at a comedy club. And he goes, you're doing what? I go, I'm DJing at a comedy club. He goes, you shouldn't be DJing. You should be on stage. And I was like, what are you talking about? He goes, bro, I've been watching, you know, this whole fucking thing. He gives me this whole spiel. So that was great and dandy.
And this is after the class.
This is after the class. Fuck. And then a month later, I sell a car, and I go in there early one morning to make sure the car is ready for the customer. He's picking it up at 10. So I get there at 8:30, and I give the lot clerks $20 a piece to vacuum it, fix it up with gas, you know, make it look nice for the customer so when they get there, it's not a piece of shit. And one of the kids was Jim Handy's son.
Gotcha.
So when I walked back there, he goes, it's funny you came back here. We were talking about you on the drive here. And I go, well, what I do? Is your dad mad about that I kept him here till 10? He goes, no. He said that he's sick and tired of this life. That if he had any balls, he'd fucking quit his job and take you on the road as a comedian. You could start your comedy career. And I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. And again, Lee, this is April. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to call the Comedy Works. And I called the Comedy Works, and guess what I did that day? They called me that Tuesday morning. Joey, yeah, you're up at 8:45 Monday night. And I waited till that morning, and I canceled. And I canceled. And I kept canceling and canceling.
What were you nervous about?
What the fuck do you think I was nervous about, Lee?
I don't know. It just you're so confident in all these other ways. It's hard for me to even picture.
I was scared of the truth. I was scared of the truth. I knew that if I failed at this, I really had no fucking options. Even
though you had two successful careers, car sales and roofing?
I wasn't successful. I was working like a fucking savage. I wasn't successful at all. Who the fuck are you kidding? I was a hustler, and you know, I was lucky. I knew how to sell drugs, so from that I translated into, but I was just spinning my wheels. I was just spinning my wheels like everybody else does in that life, and not even knowing it. And I love car sales, and I loved roofing, and I was good at estimating, but I just wanted to try.
It was like what you were meant to do, you thought.
So now I started watching videotapes. I just kept watching fucking videotapes at night. When I get home and nobody was awake, I'd watch the best of BET. No, I'm sorry, the best of Def Comedy Jam. And I fell in love with Joe Torre's comedy. And then I started watching Rodney Dangerfield's Young Comedian special. And I fell in love with Bill Hicks. And I fell in love with Andrew Dice Clay. I had not seen him, and I would hide these guys. I would hide these fucking things. Like I didn't want nobody to know. I would treat them like you would treat porn if you had a wife and you didn't want your wife to know. Like that's how secretive.
Like listening to them very low and like why are you?
Yeah, at night, late night, with the thing on, ready to fucking go to cable TV if she even came down the stairs.
Fuck.
Like it was just horrible. And I was, you know, asking the comedians questions every week when they would come in. How is this life? What do you think? You really have a family and do this? Some guys had day jobs and were still doing it. It was just very obscure, and I still refused to get on fucking stage. I still get fucking canceling. And then people were telling me, ask Dick Cooley to do a guest spot. And I didn't have the ball. Here I was working here, and they're telling me, ask the guy to do a guest spot. And I did not have the balls to ask the guy, Lee. Fear will ruin your fucking life if you let it. Because we know it's going to get you to the next place. That's when you're scared the most. When you fucking know that this is going to save your life. That's when we get the worst set of fucking fear. That's when you know that you're fucking... When you know something's good for you, it's more that we get scared. Like, listen, it's a great class. It's free, but it's at 8 in the morning. But it'll change your life 3 times a week. You will refuse to fucking go because of fear. Because you might like it, and now you're faced with the reality of it. Like, that was my fear. Like, I had fear of failure, and now let me tell you something. If I wouldn't have gone on stage, I would have been in prison right now. There's no 2 ways of lying to anybody here. We could do the math. I'll do the math in front of you. I'll do the math in front of you, people.
How long do you think it would have taken for you to get arrested again?
10 years. There was no way. There was no way. A leopard can't change its spots. There was no way. It took me 10 years of comedy to stop being fucking felonious. For comedy to win. You know what I'm saying? It took 10 years for comedy to win. For me to, like, when I got to the Comedy Store, I'm like, whatever I'm doing as a comic, now I'm a comic. No more stealing, no more, robbing a case of booze to make $30. Like, the only person who was getting in my way up to that point was me. I got in trouble in Seattle. I had problems in Boulder. When I went home in 94, I was just a walking fucking disaster. Come on, how the fuck? But just something kept telling me, you gotta get on fucking stage. And finally, my ex-wife said, when are you gonna get on stage finally? She heard me call the Comedy Works. And she got a babysitter. That night. She put me in the spot.
Oh, that's nice.
And she fucking, we went to eat somewhere or something. And by that time, we were done. We knew it. This was just, I don't know what happened. I can't explain it. It was weird, guys. Like, I just lost interest in anything except working and this little child. We drove to Denver, and I got on stage, and Matt Woods was there. And people came up to me and told me I did great, that I had great stage presence. And I just knew, Lee. I just knew. Now I was more heartbroken.
Because you knew you had to make a change or something?
Because I knew that I had done it. That's it. I jumped over the hardest fence. I could do this again. And sure enough, I got a gig 2 nights later. Up in Greeley, Colorado.
For like a paid stand-up gig?
I think he gave me $10 for gas.
That's cool.
$5 for gas or something like that. Which came back to haunt me. 6 months later.
How?
I'm going to tell you how. Let me do it. No, I'm going to tell you how. I got this $5 from... this was another angel I got to write in my book. This guy came into my life as an angel. He was there that night at the Comedy Works. And he gave me the show at Greeley 2 nights later. And he booked a room in Greeley called the Down Under, which they still do comedy at today. Excuse me. And he would book me as much as he could at Down Under for $50 a pop. And I would go there and just bomb, like, and then he would pay my rent, basically. I would call him up, but we're getting way ahead of ourselves. So,
okay, sorry.
So he gave me either $5 or $10 for the gig. Okay?
Right.
And then after that, this is July of 91. In August, I did some bar, and then in September, I went to New York, and I did an open mic. And then in October, I came back, and me and my wife separated. And that's when I saw that the broker was doing a comedy contest. So I went down there and won that chapter of the comedy contest. That meant you advanced. And then when I went back that time, I had it figured out, so I invited all my friends from work. But they cheered for me, so I went to the finals. And then at the finals, this guy Andy Payton was there, and a bunch of other comics. Now, I looked up to Andy Payton. The picture in that article in the paper, the day I opened that picture, was a picture of Andy Payton.
With the green chili, wow.
With the green chili. Andy Payton was this guy who was very crafty. He's a mayor of a town now in Colorado. He was very crafty, and he booked rooms. So he had made it to the finals also. But his big argument was that I was a professional, because that time Bill Bauer paid me $5 for gasoline.
He's probably a good mayor.
This is December 18th of 1991.
You're a professional for $5.
And he told me I was a professional because I took that $5 payment.
An NCAA violation.
You fucking believe that? And that's my fucking... And I was... But it's so weird how after I went through that fear thing, everything changed in my life. Like, I saw everything bigger. I became bolder, you know, I mean, would it take 4 months after I got on stage for us to separate? You could tell that I was done.
So after you got on stage that first time, how often would you do it?
Oh, not at all.
Oh, okay.
I was a bum. I was a part-timer till I did it whenever I had to go to the broker. And then one night I drove all the way to Denver to do a room that started at 11, and they put me on at 1:30 in the morning. And there was people in the audience, and I ate such a bag of dicks that I never went out again. Like I said, I'll never go to open mics again. I'll just go win that contest at the broker.
Every year.
No, I didn't know. I was fearful the whole time. I was very, very fucking fearful the whole time. It was kind of scary.
It's weird how the brain works. So, like, even though you conquered your fear, you're still kind of scared of it.
Well, after I conquered my fear of it, then I ran into another obstacle, which was called divorce, which really changed the plan. Because now the plan was that I conquered my fear, but that's as far as really I was going to take it. I was probably going to be an open micer from time to time, get on stage, crack jokes, and that was going to be the extent of it. I was a family man. But on October 15th, 1991, when I walked home, and she informed me she was moving out, like Felix informed whatever, it was weird because I was very sad that I was losing my family, but I was very happy at the same time that I was becoming a stand-up comedian. Like, now I had no choice. Now I had no excuse.
Yeah, you saw it as like a freedom to do it. Like, you saw like how quickly did you think about stand-up?
I doubted that the child was going to live with me. I knew I was going to see the child every week.
Right.
But I doubted the child would live with me. So maybe I could see the child 2 or 3 nights a week and do comedy the rest of the time and keep a day job. That was going to be the extent of it, Lee. That was the personal thought.
But how quickly did you think about stand-up?
Right there.
Oh, that's
as
great.
she left, right there. When I looked at that apartment, there was nothing left. And, you know, right there, I was like, so now I don't have a fucking excuse. And all of a sudden now there's a contest at the broker. Like, what a fucking coincidence. Like, so my spirits are kind of down. I can't lie to you. But at the same time, comedy was like, okay. So that kind of picked me up. And I still remember this like it was yesterday. I bought an Acura Integra. I went out and bought a bunch of music. I didn't buy furniture. I had a stand. I had a TV. And I had a bed with no fucking post. Like, it was just 2 mattresses on the floor. I didn't even have... They took my desk, because it was her father's desk. They took my silverware. If you listen to Testicle Testaments, remember I tell she took my mustard.
That's fucked up.
She took everything. You know, I had my credit cards, and I had a little bit of fucking savings, and I had credit. And that was it. And that still, it wasn't, I was doing comedy. I became one of those guys that was doing comedy. I was getting drunk. I was getting fucked up. But every week I became tighter and tighter with the waitresses at the bro. See, after I won the contest, December 18th, I won the contest. And I waited. There were so many people I had there that night. Like, I must have had over 100 people that I knew from Boulder that night.
From, like, work and your friends?
Work, friends, people from the halfway house, people from Abo's Pizza, these hippies I knew. It was crazy. It was crazy. I probably had really 75. I'm exaggerating. Old car salesmen from different places where I worked. Everybody was snorting coke. Everybody was drinking. It was great. And I won $500 or $1,000.
Oh, shit.
So I called the guy a week later, and I said, listen, bro, let's be honest. You got that fucking magician in there now. What the fuck is he doing for you? And he goes, what do you mean? I go, why don't you fire him and make me the house MC? He goes, well, all I can pay you is $50 a week. Done. That's $200 a month every Tuesday, and I get to do comedy.
How long did you think about asking him to do that?
2 days after I won the contest.
But was it like a spur of the moment thing? Or did you?
No, I had gone there every week to watch comedy now. And as a fucking, it didn't take a genius that this fucking magician listen, like I said, it was $14.95. Who the fuck knows, to get a steak and to watch the comedy show. Okay? The ages ranged in there. This guy was old. Boulder's a college town. This guy was 50. And he was, to top it off, he was a really, really, really bad magician. Like, that added insult to injury.
Not even good.
And it got to the point when the guy was doing 20 minutes, they would start talking and heckling him and throwing shit. And the wait staff had to fucking interfere a couple times. It was those type of situations.
Jesus Christ.
So then it kept happening. So I just called the guy out of the blue. This is what you need to do, man. I didn't call the magician, and I didn't go behind the magician's back. The magician was having a fucking hard time there every Tuesday because he was the host of the regular show. So now what it was every Tuesday, 2 comics went up, and then Tribble would send 2 other comics up. So it was like a whole show, like an hour-and-a-half show or a 2-hour show. But every time this magician went up, people would get up and run and leave.
Was that bad?
No, fucking god-awful. Because he had to be... You know, when you're young, you don't know how old somebody is. But now that you know about reflexes, the guy had to be 55, 60, maybe 70. The birds wouldn't come back. The cards wouldn't disappear. He would give you, like, he was one of those guys that would say, take a card. And they go, it's the ace of spades. And it was really a red heart, an 8.
Oh, my God.
You know, he was just old. So people were starting to laugh at him and giggle at him. And management knew. I knew they were getting complaints. Once I won the contest, I waited 2 days. Boom, and I made my call. And I said, listen, whatever your name is, I've known you for a long time. I love the magician, but if you sit back there, it's painful on fucking Tuesdays. Since I won the contest, and I'm a local boy and I know people, let me come in there every Tuesday and host. And he goes, let me think about it and I'll call you back. And 2 days later, bam, I got the hosting job at the broker. And I was off and fucking running.
Do you ever run into that magician again?
No, he died. No, they still kept him. They kept him. You know what? They did a lot of different activities. So they used him on Wednesdays. The place had a social night where professionals from around the town would come and mingle, and black guys would fuck white chicks and they would give you free shrimp and shit. Then Thursday was ladies' night, right? And then Friday and Saturday was just the hotel customers, so they didn't need them. Well, on Sunday, the truth of the matter is, when I lived in that region, guys, the truth of the matter is, now I don't go to these things no more because I really got spoiled when I lived in Denver. Lee loves him. what do you call those things that you go to and have all the type of foods?
Oh, buffets.
Okay, these two places to me were Fogo de Chao before Fogo de Chao came. The place that you see in The Shining, the hotel in The Shining,
The place where they worked.
the place, yes, that
Okay.
they closed down.
Right.
That was the best Sunday buffet in the state of Colorado at one point.
Oh wow.
People would fly in there.
What did they have?
They just had everything that you fucking wanted. I forget.
Eggs Benedict.
Everything, all that shit, but meat and cut and chefs and people cooking. It was fucking brilliant. It was, whatever the cost was at that time, it was well worth it. And the second best one was The Broker, where I did comedy at. And one Sunday a month was seafood. So every gavone was down there. It was still $30 for all you could eat. So they kept the riffraff out, you know what I'm saying? You're not there eating those fucking Vegas shrimps and that type of shit with the nerves still in it and the fucking blood and guts. You're eating nice clean shrimp. Bro, but they would have a salmon that was cooked like old juice style, like
Nice.
New York style. And you would just go up to it and pick little slices from it. All I would do is drink 30 glasses of freshly squeezed orange juice. It was the best freshly squeezed orange juice you ever tasted in your fucking life.
Nice.
The waiter would just leave the thing, like here's $20, leave the fucking thing and keep filling it up. Don't take the vitamin C away from me. I've been snorting blow for 3 fucking weeks, and you want to take away the container.
How was the bacon?
Everything, Lee. I mean, I don't think I went really. In those days, they had so much selection. And to this day, do you want me to tell you what their best thing on the menu was?
Yes.
The Rice Krispie treats.
I love Rice Krispies.
I would kill a motherfucker for a Rice Krispie treat in there on a Sunday. Sometimes I would go in there before I'd eat the regular food. I'd eat like 22 fucking Rice Krispie treats and shit.
You did the whole tray.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Let me do some shout outs real quick. First off, Bob Lingus, thank you for the box. I love you with all my heart. I gave you a call this morning and I saw that you called and I'll call you back. My man Fat Jesus, my brother from a different mother, always got my back. Mr. Jeffrey Collins, my man Matt Homie, Adam Osmark, BJJ Today, Natash Disick, you're a savage, Gordon Tara, whatever your fucking Xavier, you know what your name is, and my man Frankie motherfucking Parada. The dates are, I got no motherfucking dates. I do Sacramento, guys. I come home. I relax with my family for the holidays. We'll still be doing podcasts. But like I said, I'm going to get the fucking ear surgery. I can't get the fucking date yet because of the hospital, but I should be getting it this week. But I'm here with you motherfuckers till the end. You know what I'm saying? There's no big deal. Guys, I'm in at 6, the doctor said, and I'll be in the car by 10:30.
Oh, your favorite.
Yeah, the one thing, it's just like the other thing. They got to leave something in there. So I mean, for 4 days, I'm going to have like a little fucking antenna coming out of my ear. And I don't need nobody bothering me. Trust me. If you know me, you know I goof on myself. I'll do a periscope with you motherfuckers. And hopefully we can get pot smoke to come out of the tube. And then we'll fucking break the fucking internet. But that's a complete different situation. I've been getting a lot of different... It's a time of the year, guys. It's a time of the year where you fucking go off the deep end mentally sometimes. You know, you're counting the days. You're financially not going to fucking make it. You know, you got cousins and nephews and nieces, and you're stressing out the holidays, and you don't have a job or whatever the fuck it is. But on top of all that shit, guess what? You lost somebody. Like this year, we lost a lot of weird, different people that in some way or another you had a connection to. You know what I'm saying? From Chris Cornell to fucking, Ralphie May. You had a connection to these people. You grew up on Chris Cornell. You actually heard Ralphie May spill his thoughts and words, whatever. For me, it was Ralphie and Celine and God, so many people. But it's also like I got an email yesterday. I've been getting a bunch of emails. My man, Mr. Ten Stacks. People. Pablo Lingus lost a father this year. This is the time of the year, bro, where you go into the holidays thinking it's my first holiday without my people, my back. And it's a fucking horrible thought, because you know that on that holiday you're going to break down. This is your first holiday without this individual. Trust me, I went through it. I wouldn't talk to you, Mr. Ten Stacks, his mom is going through something, and he wanted to know what he should do. And it's been lately, the last 2 or 3 weeks, it's been an array of emails of either debts, ODs, and your family members, and the holidays are coming. And this is it. This is the deep waters of life. The first holiday without your peeps. You have no idea, because first off, you think it's going to be so bad, but then you get there and you try to uphold your tradition or whatever the fuck you did, and no matter what you try to do, there's that elephant in the room. Some people don't even want to get up on that day. I remember the first Christmas without my mom. I didn't want to get up on that day. There was no way I wanted to wake up that day. That's terrible. That's just terrible. And we all think that way. We have that thinking. The other night I got to tell you guys, you guys learned from me and I learned from you. I've been tormenting Lee now for I don't know how many fucking years. And you know what, guys? Lee has picked up a weird thing in the last 6 years. And it's not his confidence. It's not that he's got a girlfriend. It's not that he eats more edibles. It's not that, we don't like Lee because he whines. I had the pleasure of going to watch Lee on stage last week, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't blow smoke up your motherfucking ass. It just wasn't great comedy. It was sensational comedy. It was so sensational that it was offensive to me. And that's when I realized how sensational his comedy was. Lee Syatt had the cadence, and I'm not making fun of him, and I'm not making no joke here. I gotta tell you something. That night you had a weird cadence of Bob Kelly, Louis C.K., and just...
Are you joking with me right now?
No, I'm not joking with you. Guys, we went to this place called The Fourth Wall. This fucking knucklehead's been going there for the last 3 weeks on his own. You pay $5, you go up for 5 minutes. I say to Lee every night, Lee, you gotta do something with your time. I didn't even know he was so serious about it. So this knucklehead, 2 or 3 times a week, he goes down there and pays $5 next to a sushi place and a bartending school. And there's 8 or 9 people, and you go up on stage for 5 minutes. So last week, listen, I was home for 3 nights. In my house, there's a slight lull. But there's not enough time to do something. But there is enough time to do 5 minutes, especially when it's around the corner from your house. So I said, Lee, do me a favor, pick me up, and let's go down to the Fourth Wall. It's next to the 7-Eleven. I'm going to have to go there later on. Me and Lee torment that fucking. We've been going there for years.
You just knocked on the window when we walked by. I was so scared.
He just waved. There's a fucking Russian dry cleaner in there that I take my action to. I love him with all my heart. There's a sushi place with it's like a question mark. The rating is like a question mark. It's like you're on your own. You know what I'm saying? And then there's a bartending school, and there's this place, and you look at it and you're like, I'm not doing comedy there. Let me tell you something, guys. This is where comedy begins. And I wanted to go back in there and just watch what open mic guys look like again. I'm doing it as a business now, guys. And when you do it as a business, it just sucks dick. And you want to just take it back into the places where you just went up there and told jokes. And there's no agents in the room. There's no fucking... It's just straight up comics. And you get to express yourself in a weird way. And I went down there and watched Lee. Lee went up first before me. And he went up there and he did some jokes about his parents calling him. and how you don't want to pick up the phone even though you love them because they call you 8 times a day. Your father calls you, tells you about the lunch special, and your mother calls you to ask you if you watch these videos. I mean, and the cadence and his patience up on stage was just brilliant. I mean, he just did all this stuff that was so original that I was blown away. Like, I had to go up there, I got to go up there and outdo fucking Lee now, you know what I'm saying? But, what the fuck, Lee?
I really haven't done it like that much. It's, I've always loved it. But, like, as a I never thought I was that kind of funny. And I still don't even think I'm really that funny.
That he went down
like,
there
to be honest, the things I said about my parents, that was the first time I just said that night.
Oh, my God. That they fucking... He picked up his father, and on the way back from the 405, that was enough. That if it was up to him, he would have taken him right back to the airport. I mean, he was... Now, I got offended because I got no parents. So I'm thinking, this fucking guy's a dungeon Jew. Ain't he making fun of his parents? He doesn't know how lucky he is.
It's a joke, then.
So, but it was so crazy how... my button got pushed for 2 minutes because I wish I had parents that called me 8 times a day and I could fucking torture them too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would flip it on them. If I was you, I'd flip it on your mom for sure. It's time for you to start loosening her up.
Started calling her 8 times a day?
Yeah, Ma, I just smoked this fucking joint that would kill Jesus. Let me call you back.
That would kill her, but that'd be fine.
But no, this is it. Now you got, because that means she don't want to hear from you now. You know what I'm saying? She don't want to. Now you're flipping the tables. You see what I'm saying? This show ain't about ha-has and hee-hees. We're flipping the fucking tables here. And the last thing I want to talk to you people about is my boy has been, we had a discussion maybe 2.5 months ago here, and Lee spoke about different thoughts he had going on in his head and his life. And you could tell. I could tell something was going on with him. And he came out and he spoke, and then he, like the true savage that he is, he went on Groupon and got a psychiatrist fucking visit. How's it going, my brother?
It's going great. It's, trying to think. It's been, I think, exactly 3 months or 4 months. And it's everyone told me, like, I might have to shop around a little bit for a therapist. And I didn't have to do that at all, really. I went on my insurance, and I called a couple, and she initially told me she didn't know if she had time for me. I went in once, and she reminded me of my aunt a little bit, so it's kind of a little bit familiar. And, it's really great. It's, so sometimes, and it's weird, sometimes I judge what I'm telling her. I'm like, oh, this isn't that bad. Like, as I'm saying it, it sounds like it sounds like I am whining. Like, that's what I don't want to do, even to her. But it's just been interesting to bounce ideas off of someone. Like, there hasn't been, I don't think I had a breakdown or anything, but there hasn't been, it's just been nice to talk about the little things that are usually just, I'm going back and forth all day in my head about. It's nice to just say them out loud. Sometimes I don't even listen as much as I should to what she says. It's just, if me saying it, I'll think, oh, that's what I should do about that. So it's nice sometimes just to vocalize it. And it's just working on different things that like, it's something that I actually like. It's kind of like how you had when you had the Island of Serenity. She was talking about how I have like things that, like, stresses that get in your life, or things that you worry about, or things that I overthink. They will all go into one pool, instead of I should have a pool with my girlfriend, with my parents, with my work, and I should separate it. And with my brain, I just, it's just a constant, like, if I let myself not be busy, it'll just go pretty much all day. If I let it, sometimes, and when it's bad, just thinking about things I should have done, even in one of my curses, I have a pretty good memory, so I'll remember stupid stuff from freshman year of high school, but like, oh, fuck that guy, or just just negative stuff about me. It changes so often, but it's nice to be able to have someone tell you, like, you should figure out ways to separate your stresses, and it'll help you, like, manage your life rather than it won't seem so big.
You feel better now?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not on any medicine. She hasn't even mentioned it. I don't want to stop. I definitely like going. I like going once a week. I have to miss this week, but I'm going to go twice next week. I look forward to, because I've had that issue for my whole life. I've always felt it's very weird that I'm doing a podcast, because when you say bullied, you think of like beat up, like in the, like, I don't know, your shirt's ripped, all that stuff, and that stuff happened a little bit, but not. I was just more like in a weird nerdy. I was always fat.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Because I had the same issue. Were you bullied physically, or were you bullying yourself mentally? Did you think they didn't like you? Or did you think that they looked at you differently, or that...
There was a little bit of physical, but not really. Like 2 or 3 times for my whole school, like kindergarten to... So it wasn't...
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad. And what I was thinking about, it wasn't like... And it was a mix of me probably thinking they didn't like me, but it was also like, and who knows, there could be people listening to this right now that I grew up with that could say I'm crazy, but I never felt like I really belonged, or like I don't know, like occasionally I would go to like when your parents schedule play dates, there's that, but once it gets to middle school and kids start scheduling their own stuff, it kind of slowed. Like I would never. The way you didn't want to do comedy, I didn't want to call someone up to hang out. Like, I don't know, it still freaks me out. And so I didn't talk much, I guess. I learned that I'd like to be like the goofy fat guy, I guess. And so I would talk, but it wasn't. I always had like one best friend who I would be even sort of open with, but not fully open. It's hard to be open when you don't really have like a lot of close relationships, I guess.
You know, a friend of mine called that I grew up with, and he said, I finally listened to your podcast. He goes, in fact, I listened to like 10 of them. He goes, I know why you like that fucking kid. And I go, why? He goes, he reminds you of Lubes, doesn't he? And I go, yes, he does, a lot. And the stuttering. I understood the stuttering, because when I first became friends when we were 15, when he approached me the first time, it was to ask me if I had slept and messed around with his girlfriend. And at that time, he would beat me up, and no doubt about it. But when he came up to me, he wasn't scared of me, but the stuttering. So I knew because he stuttered, I could lie to him and go, no, why the fuck would I? And it's so weird how when people stutter, I goofed on Lubes all those years, you know, everybody did, the stutterer, and, you know, when we went to the movie theater that time, and Robert Plant was singing the song Remains the Same, like Librano, you know, all that shit. But I knew that I liked you, because, not that you had an insecurity, you wanted to say something, but you really didn't. You know, that's how Lubes always seemed, unless I got him fired up. But that didn't mean nothing. I loved who his heart was. Till today, I talk to Lubes, you know, once a fucking week. He calls me on Sunday nights or something. And
is Lubes different with you than he is with, like, other people?
He still talks to me. He doesn't talk to anybody anymore. He hides. He doesn't want to see anybody. He don't know nothing. He got a job as a high lift operator, and the company promoted him to a truck driver, and he's happy as fuck. His father passed away. His mother got put like an old folks home, and she's reliving life again. She's loving life again, and he has to move out of his house. He's got about a year to move out of his house, so he's just living there by himself. But what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? It's great. I'm happy that you went to the doctor and you're getting something out of it. I thought you were going to go for 3 weeks and then not go back because you'd be intimidated. That's the first step. That's the first step to get to the next level.
It's nice because there's really, like, I don't know her from anybody. And I guess there's always a pressure with people that you know that, like, how they're going to react to what you say or what they're going to think about it. And there's not really any of that with a therapist. Like, they're not going to tell anybody. And if they tell anybody, they don't know me. So it's like, sometimes, like in life, like you said, where you would lie to everybody about what you were doing, not tell them. There's no reason to lie to her. Like, it's I'm going and I'm paying and being there for myself. You just tell them the truth, and they help you work it out, and they help you, like, just realize just weird things, just like little things, like I'm just like even weird things that, like, I always think that people are mad at me, which is weird. And one thing that she said that really stuck with me was, like, even if they are mad at you, like, so what then if they're mad at you? And then, like, you realize, like, nothing really happens, like, nothing's gonna really come of it, and it kind of helped me. I still freak out about it sometimes, but it's a nice way to think about it.
I'm happy you went over there, because I could see that you're smiling. At night I would leave here, you look like gloomy Gus. But you're back, you're taking those classes now.
Oh yeah, the gym.
You're sweating a lot better.
Body attack and body combat.
You're going out there and seeing people. People are seeing you, you're in the room, and they love you. They love that you're there. They don't give a fuck as long as you're there. They don't like the motherfuckers that aren't there, because they're there at 8 in the morning, you know.
Right.
They're like, why should you have an excuse? It's weird when you work out in a group like that now. And first, wait till you become friends with 3 other people. And they'll come up and you go, no. Go to 11:30 one with the other guy. Class is way better. And then all of a sudden you go there. That's what happens. It's like anything else. But they got to see you in those classes.
Right.
And then it's a fucking piss. It really is. So I'm proud of you. I'm proud that you went.
Thanks,
I'm
buddy.
proud that you said on the podcast that you had, you were struggling with this. I'm also very proud of the stand-up. And guys, you know me a long time. I wouldn't talk like this. It was smooth that night. The shit about your dad was money. The shit about your mom was money, you know. And then we only had 5 minutes, and you were happy. You had time. You did it. It takes a lot of balls to do. Look, I just told you tonight how hard of a time I had. And 27 years, here we are later with all that fear. It's still fucking there before every show. I thought there was going to be a fire last night and they were going to cancel last night. And I was like, oh my God. But, you know, it's like I never want to get on stage, but I really fucking do, you know. Like, I never want to get on stage, but I really fucking want to do, you know.
And does it make you feel better?
If I'm not on stage in 4 nights, it affects my personality and who I am. I got to get on stage every 4 nights. It's not like I could take time off. I might be able to take a week off or something like that. But after that, I got to get on stage quickly. I feel the difference. Because all that shit stockpiles in my head.
All the stuff you want to say?
Yeah. Like now I got the notebook. You know me, dog. I'm at the place. I sit there for a little while. I write. I order breakfast. I eat it. I make a few calls. And once the food is gone, I write again for another 45 minutes, and I get the fuck out. I got my system.
Right.
So,
I've been scared to go to any other open mics. That's the only one I go to.
That's all you need. For right now. That's it. That's your little own personal commitment. That's what people will fuck up when they start going outside the realm. You're there. Do it for another 3 more weeks. Do it till the end of December. Then January 1st, hawk another one on Tuesday night, where there's a bar and you have to go, and you may go up before 1 in the morning. But you got to get there at 9 and buy 2 drinks.
Okay.
Okay, then you got to do those. Those are always a pleasure to do. You know, that's the kind of shit that, you know, or either you got to show up with 10 people, which you get 10 people anywhere. They'll come support you anywhere.
As weird as it sounds, like the thing that stopped me from doing it for so long is like I wanted to go somewhere. I like going there because no one knows who I am.
No, it's perfect. Nobody needs to know who you are.
Right.
Stand up.
Not that I'm anybody, but I don't want them to just laugh because it's
funny
podcast.
How, you know, people think they have to act. I'm very proud that I'm just that I started like a stand-up and I stuck with it like a fucking savage. I'm very proud, especially after I told you that story today. I thought, you know, that you knew how much it took so long for me to get the courage to get up on that fucking stage. It's ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. And you know what? I'm lucky. And I told Felicia to drive home to Santa Ana last night from the final little show with my man Wheeler Walker, which, that was the toughest room.
Really?
Santa Ana was tough. I mean, Orange County, they were a little on the weird side. But then I'm like, who the fuck are they? They fucking Wheeler Walker's filthier than me for 45 minutes playing music. So, and like I said, I stayed the first night. He was fucking, you know, I listened to 2. I was with you.
Yeah.
I listened to nothing. We heard one fucking jam. And we walked out of there. And then I watched some footage on YouTube. He was great. He was great. And Tuesday night I hung around for a little while. And Wednesday I watched the beginning. The opening act was great also. It was an experience, man. And I'm happy I got the opportunity to do 3 nights with him.
It's a little different, but it was like not a huge commitment. Let's just shake it up a little bit.
You have to have a lot of energy. They're standing up. So once you give them that gap, I didn't really pound them down last night. It's like Alvarez on Saturday night, how he went to the body.
Right.
That's what you have to do in those rooms. You're going for body shots. You got to go for 12 minutes of body shots with them just to respect you.
So you're not going to like the huge laughs?
Huh?
Not like for huge laughs? Or
it's a music venue. You know, they're standing the fuck up, Lee. You know, so they had last night they were tipping up. You know, every night they had beer cans. I mean, these people were fucking savages. You know what I'm saying?
It was interesting watching that show after doing like a few weeks of open mics. Just like the difference in the rooms. Like they were like you said, they were yelling and it was like the little room I'm in is the tiny room. I feel very safe. I couldn't imagine doing something like that.
Well, that's where people are wrong. This is like the beginning of jiu-jitsu. Why are you sparring every day with a black belt if you're a white belt?
Right.
Same thing. You're just going over there for a little time just to get your basics down, get your 5 minutes down. Now, in a few weeks, then we send you to the Barracudas. You've already been. You were at my taping. You've been on stage thousands of times. So that's like going backwards for you, but it's good that you did it. Because now you're getting out of the way.
Right.
You can't go backwards now. Now you've done open mics, and you've opened up for me at the Ice House. You've opened up for me when I shot the special.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, so it's amazing that when I first met you and we started the podcast, you said you did not want to speak on the podcast. I
did, yeah. I still, even now, it would scare me, I think. And now, 5.5 years later,
here we go.
I'm doing open mics.
Well, I'm fucking proud
So
of you.
I did get mad at myself. I was like, I should have started the open mics 4 years ago. I don't think I would have been as good. I think I needed to...
First off, you watch a lot of specials.
Oh, yeah.
Which I could tell when you were up there, you got influence from different people. All of them good. I put my finger on Louis C.K. and the other guy, yeah.
I don't really watch that much Louis, but okay.
So it was really interesting to see. But anyway, like I said, I got a shout out to Mr. 10 Stacks for his mom. You know, we're a family. And I could see that the church page is cleaning up a little bit. People going there with more straight stuff. We got taken down. But the emperor of the church, Syatt, put his back fucking together. But anyway, we got to take 2 steps to the rear and get out of here. I got shit to do. I got to go to my daughter's ballet class, so please don't mind me. And then I'm headed to Sacramento for my last weekend of the month. But we'll be back Monday and Wednesday night. Wednesday night podcast, prepared to watch it. It's going to be a 4-hour, 5-hour podcast here. We're going to have food. Rick Ramos is here and myself. And we're going to show you the 10 films you need to watch over the Christmas fucking holiday just to get it out of the way. From Boogie Nights to The Exorcist to the whole fucking thing. We're going deep on Wednesday night. We might even take some hallucinogenics.
Oh, God.
Lee's got to have the scenes prepared, and it's all going to be beautiful. But like I told you in the beginning of the show, listen, it's the holidays, the new year. Let's start it off with a clean asshole. Enough is enough already. All you want for Christmas are some clean butt cheeks and a clean butt asshole. But when you got excess bone cones, a.k.a. fucking dingleberries, hanging from your bowels, you know what I'm saying? And some fudgy pudding smeared all over your fucking nutsack, behind the nutsack. You ever notice you got that little brown gizm back there? That's what happens. But you don't need that to happen because you could spray that all away with the Tushy bidet. You follow me? Ooh, it's the perfect asshole cleaner than a white Christmas. They now come in a millennial pink and blue, and they just added more colors so you could add to your bathroom to give it pizzazz. People come over, they take a piss, they see that you got a color fucking Tushy, and they go, this guy's got fucking class. Minkia, this guy's a fucking savage. Anyway, here's the deal, all right? Hello Tushy's going to take care of you the way they're going to take care of your asshole. Listen, what are you going to do with a dirty asshole? Let's pretend you want a 69. Who wants a 69 with you? Nobody. Because your asshole smells like fucking one of those fucking... Anyway, it don't matter what your asshole smells like. None of your fucking business.
It's not good.
We're just talking here. But anyway, for the sake of giving somebody a different Christmas present, everybody gets socks, everybody gets fucking ties, everybody gets... who needs all this shit? Go to HelloTushy.com right now. Like I said, they got two fancy colors, and they start at $69. Santa can afford that. Stop wiping your ass with nasty fucking toilet paper and get clean ass with Tushy. HelloTushy.com. And use the code CHURCH for 10% off your order. Listen, your muffler's going to be tip-top magoo. Take that from your Uncle Joey. Number 2, like I said to you, you got to be up on your fucking supplements. And that's where Honor comes in. The Alpha Brain, come on. 100% money back guarantee, and they didn't want the product back. Hemp Force Protein. Hemp protein digests so much heat. Come on, cut it out. Stop fucking kidding yourself. It's a new year. You got new beginnings. Let's go. You need some fucking help with your cardio? A little Shroom Tech Sport. You travel for business? A little Shroom Tech Immune. Go to Honor.com. Go through the supplements. The fucking jerky's sensational. The MCT oil is off the fucking hook. But you got to try it to like it. You understand me? They're the best supplements in the market. Go to Honor.com right now and press in.
Church.
And get 10% off your order and stop fucking around. And don't forget, you go to joeydiaz.net before you go to Amazon. Before you go on Amazon, go to joeydiaz.net and click on the Amazon banner so we can get Lee a nice little Christmas present this year, all right? We could send him away to fucking Long Beach. Excuse me, somewhere nicer than Long Beach for New Year's, all right? You know we got to take care of Lee on this side. If not, he's going to switch governments and start doing a podcast in Russia and take all of Trump's information, whatever the fuck it is. Well, listen, hopefully I'll see you motherfuckers in Sacramento. If not, I'll see you around town. I love you, cocksuckers. Have a great weekend. Thank you for listening. Stay black. Uncle Joey and Lee Syatt. We love you.